Plastic was once seen as a miracle, cheap, light, and convenient. But today, it's choking our oceans, harming wildlife, and even entering our food. In this video, we uncover the tragic global toll of plastic pollution that most people never see. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you believe it's time the world stopped ignoring this environmental crisis. 1. Plastic is everywhere now. Plastic has invaded land, sea, and sky. No part of Earth is free from its presence anymore. Microplastics float in the air, settle in soil, and contaminate oceans in every global region. From Arctic ice to Mount Everest, scientists have found plastic particles in remote locations. Even drinking water, salt, and rain contain traces of microplastics, entering human bodies daily. The durability of plastic means it does not disappear. It only breaks into smaller toxic fragments. Plastic has outpaced recycling efforts, with over 75% ending up in landfills or nature. The cheap convenience of plastic hides its long-term danger to humans and the planet. 2. Oceans are suffocating. Every year, up to 11 million tons of plastic flow into the oceans, choking marine environments. Plastic bags, straws, and packaging drift through waves, swallowed by turtles, fish, and whales. Once in the water, plastic breaks into microplastics, contaminating plankton and coral systems. These particles move up the food chain, eventually reaching seafood consumed by humans. Seabirds feed plastic to their chicks, mistaking it for fish, causing death by starvation. Ghost nets and fishing lines entangle seals, dolphins, and sharks, leading to painful deaths. Plastic ruins coral reefs by blocking sunlight and introducing harmful bacteria into polyps. 3. Wildlife pays the price. Across continents, animals ingest or get trapped in plastic, leading to injury, illness, and death. Deer have been found with stomachs full of plastic packaging, unable to digest real food. Cattle in rural India eat plastic bags from trash piles, which kill thousands every year. Elephants, camels, and sea cows have all died from eating plastic mistaken for natural food. Birds use plastic to build nests, which can entangle or strangle their young during hatching. Plastic lures insects and rodents, disrupting ecological balances and spreading urban pests. Plastic in forests and rivers affects both predators and prey, destabilizing entire ecosystems. 4. Human health is at risk. Plastic's danger does not end in landfills. It continues inside our bodies through food and water. Microplastics have been found in human blood, breast milk, lungs, and even the placenta. These tiny fragments carry chemicals like BPA, phthalates, and flame retardants into cells. Toxins in plastic can disrupt hormones, impair immunity, and damage organ function over time. People living near plastic burning sites inhale carcinogens and face higher cancer risk. Poor communities that recycle plastic informally suffer from chronic illnesses and infections. Plastic's chemical additives are linked to reproductive issues and birth defects in newborns. 5. Fires, fumes, and plastic smoke. Burning plastic waste is a common disposal method in places without formal waste management. Fires release toxic gases like dioxins, furans, and carbon monoxide into neighborhoods and lungs. Children near open dumps inhale poisonous fumes every day, risking lifelong respiratory damage. Plastic fires burn hotter and longer, endangering firefighters and damaging infrastructure. Smoke from plastic often contains heavy metals and cancer-causing particles not easily filtered. Slums and rural towns are most affected, with plastic waste burned openly near homes and schools. Even hospitals incinerate medical plastic waste without filters, polluting entire communities. 6. Landfills are overflowing. Massive landfills tower outside cities, filled with plastic that will outlast generations to come. Developing nations import plastic waste from rich countries, often dumped without regulation. Toxic runoff from plastic piles seeps into groundwater, contaminating wells and drinking supplies. Plastic in landfills breaks down slowly, releasing methane, a potent greenhouse gas, into the air. Rats and insects thrive in landfills, spreading disease and posing new health risks to nearby areas. Scavengers, including children, dig through plastic heaps barefoot for scraps they can sell. Rain floods these dumps, washing plastic into rivers and oceans through open drainage systems. 7. Recycling is not the answer. only around 9% of all plastic ever made has actually been recycled successfully. Many plastics are unrecyclable due to mixed materials, dyes, or chemical contamination. Recycling symbols confuse consumers. Some plastics cannot be processed even if labeled recyclable. Most collected plastic is downcycled, turned into lower quality products once before becoming waste. Shipping plastic waste abroad often results in illegal dumping or burning in other countries. Recycling facilities are overwhelmed and expensive to maintain in developing economies. Plastic loses quality with each cycle, unlike metal or glass, which can be reused infinitely. 8. Developing nations suffer most. The poorest nations bear the worst effects of global plastic waste, despite using the least of it. Plastic waste from rich countries floods African and Asian ports, often mislabeled or illegal. Without proper infrastructure, plastic piles up in streets, rivers, and farmland across cities. Informal workers burn or sort plastic without gloves, masks, or even clean water to wash it. Communities suffer from infections, injuries, and respiratory problems due to toxic exposure. Children are born in villages where rivers no longer flow, only carry plastic foam and bottles. Tourist areas leave behind plastic waste, which locals must clean up at their own expense. 9. Climate change connection. Plastic and climate change are deeply linked, both fuel each other in a dangerous feedback loop. 99% of plastic comes from fossil fuels, oil, gas, and coal extraction. Producing plastic emits carbon dioxide and methane at nearly every stage of its supply chain. Refining petrochemicals for plastic is one of the fastest-growing industrial polluters worldwide. Transporting, incinerating, and even recycling plastic contributes additional greenhouse gases. Plastic in oceans weakens their ability to store carbon, disrupting a crucial climate buffer. Wildfires and heat waves increase as plastic waste piles become ignition sources or fire accelerants. Plastic greenhouses amplify urban heat islands, making poor communities more vulnerable to heat. 10. A future built on solutions. Despite the tragedy, hope remains in global action, innovation, and community resistance. Countries have begun banning single-use plastics, from straws to bags to foam containers. Innovators are creating biodegradable materials from seaweed, mushrooms, and sugarcane pulp. Grassroots groups clean rivers and beaches daily, educating others and building public pressure. Circular economy models reuse materials and redesign packaging to eliminate plastic waste. Legislation is holding manufacturers accountable through extended producer responsibility laws. Youth climate leaders are demanding plastic reform at summits, courtrooms, and local councils. Technology is evolving. Plastics that decompose without toxins may soon be commercially viable. From ocean depths to mountain peaks, plastic has reached every corner of the earth, and the damage is undeniable. The question isn't if we're affected, but how much longer we can afford to ignore it. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more crucial insights, and share this with someone who still thinks plastic is just trash.